Hello friend, welcome to Marine Engineering Hub. This is your narrator Ravi Gupta. Today we're gonna talk about IMO structure. In today's video we'll see about these two things, assembly and council. And in our upcoming video we'll upload about the different committee MSc, MEPC, facilitation, legal and technical cooperation committee. After that I will be explaining also about the subcommittee. So in today's video we will learn that how the IMO structure look like, what are the things they contain. After that we'll see that what are the function of assembly of IMO, and after that we'll see what is the function of a council of a IMO and how these two are very important in IMO functioning. So let's start the today video of a IMO structure. So the structure of an IMO basically consists of what? An assembly, council and 5 main committee. So basically it consists of 3 things: an assembly, council and 5 main committee. These 5 main committee are basically what? These 5 main committee are MSc, which is called Maritime Safety Committee, then MEPC, Maritime Environmental Protection Committee, then Facilitation Committee, then Legal Committee and Technical Cooperation Committee. Okay, in my upcoming video I will explain each and every committee. Today we will explain this two things. So we have said that the IMO organization consists of 3 things: assembly, council and 5 main committee. Now this 5 main committee also need a number of subcommittee to support their work of the main technical committee. So basically the 5 main committee are the backbone which provide the smooth functioning of the IMO, and it is been helped by the number of subcommittee. So the first thing, which is the assembly. So the assembly look like this. Okay, you can see here in this that it consists of all the member states such as Kazakhstan, Saudi Arabia, New Zealand. Every state representative is present in a assembly. So what is an assembly? If it is asked in the examination that what is an assembly, so your wording should be: the assembly is the highest governing body. What is the assembly? It is the highest governing body of the organization. Which organization? IMO. It consists of all member states. And it means once every 2 years in regular session, but also meet in an extraordinary session if necessary. It means what? That the assembly normally in normal circumstances meet once every 2 years, and it consists of all member states. An assembly is the highest governing body. Now what is an assembly? Now we know. Now what is the responsibility of an assembly? So basically the assembly is responsible for approving the work program. Means whatever the draft instrument, whatever the draft program is there, any convention or draft protocol is there, that approval is the responsibility of a assembly. After that, it voting the budget and determining the financial arrangement of the organization. Means it vote on the budget. Means now basically they meet once in a 2 year. So in the next 2 year, how much amount of expenditure and what financial arrangement need to be made, that all thing is been set up, is been approved by the assembly. And the most important thing is that assembly also elect the council. So there are 3 main primary responsibility of an assembly. So if anybody asks you in a oral or in the examination or in a viva that what is the responsibility of assembly, you should say this highlighted point: approving the work program, voting the budget, determining the financial arrangement and electing the council. Okay, now let's see what is the council. So as you can see, the council basically consists of secretary general, chairperson, directive, administrative division. So basically the council is what? The council is elected by the assembly. As we have seen earlier, it is elected by assembly for how many year of term? For a 2-year term, beginning after each regular session of the assembly. So basically whenever the assembly meet in a 2 year, they elect the council for the next 2 year. Okay, and the council is the executive organ of the IMO and is responsible under the assembly for supervising the work of the organization. Very important. It means what? That the council is an executive organ, okay, and they are main responsible for supervising the work of the organization when the assembly is not there. So what basically council is doing? When the assembly is meeting in every once in a twice a year, in between these 2 years, the whole thing is been taken over by the council, means supervised by the council. So council is seeing each and every decision and seeing everything in between these 2 years before the assembly again meet. So therefore they are responsible for supervising the work of an organization. But what, there is a special thing which has been withheld from the council and it is only kept for the assembly. What is that? That the assembly have not given power to the council in order to make any recommendation to the government on maritime safety and pollution prevention. It means what? That the council cannot make any recommendation to the government on maritime safety and pollution prevention. It has been only been made by the assembly. So what happened in the examination, sometime they ask you that what is the function or what is the motto of the council or what is the council. So you say that council and executive organ, it is elected for 2-year term, but you have to say this thing, that as per article 15J, they have withheld the power from the council to make any recommendation to the government on maritime safety and pollution prevention. Now let's see the function of council. So basically, what is the function of council? Means when the IMO, when the assembly is not meeting for a period of 2 years, in that time the council is overseeing all the work between the committee. So as you can see in this chart here you can see that assembly is there. It consisting of all member states. It is meeting once in a twice a year. After that comes the council, which consists of 40 member states, is elected for 2 years. That council is supervising the whole work for a period of 2 years between these 5 committee. So let's see the function of the council. So it coordinates the activity of the organ of the organization. It considers a draft work program and budget estimate of the organization. It receives the report and proposal of the committee and submit them to the assembly for approval. It appoints the secretary general. Okay, so as you can see here that the approval work is basically done by the assembly, but the background work or the background check and everything is being done by the council. So what is that thing? It means that council is doing all the background work, council is doing all the work, and it is presenting to the assembly for the approval. As you have seen in the responsibility, that they are voting the budget, they are determining the financial arrangement, they are approving the work program. So this work program which they are approving is being given by the council to the assembly, and after that they are doing the budget which they are voting. The budget is being made by the council and it is being given to the assembly. So the council is on the backbone, is doing all the work. It is coordinating the activity of the organization of the organ. It is considering the draft program and budget estimate. It is receiving the report and proposal, and after that submitting to the assembly and the member state. It is appointing the secretary general. So council appoint the secretary general, but after the approval of the assembly. So in each term you will see that everything will need to be approved from the assembly. Okay, now let's see one more thing. Okay, the basically council category are A, B, C. The council are categorized in 3 things. Okay, so what 3 things the council are categorized? Council are categorized in A, B and C. So A, B and C. So these 3 categories are based on total. The total number of members in the council are 40, which are subjected to the expansion up to the 52 in the recent amendment. The category A represent those 10 states which have a largest interest in providing the international shipping. These are right now China, Greece, Italy, Japan, Liberia, Norway, Panama, Republic of Korea, etc. Category B, 10 states with the largest interest in the international seaborne trade, such as Australia, Brazil, Canada, France, India. category C is 20 states not elected under A and B having special interest in maritime transport and navigation. So in this you just need to remember that there are three categories A, B and C, and the first category represents 10 states which have a largest interest in providing international shipping. The second category have a largest interest in international seaborne trade. So here in providing international shipping, here international seaborne trade, and category C basically means special interest in maritime transport and navigation. So as you can see, these are the three categories based on which the council is been categorized, and it is been subjected to expansion as per the recent amendment to the 52. Now it means that the council member which used to have a 40 number of member state, it will be now in upcoming will be subjected to 52. So these are the basic thing about the assembly and council you should know. So I hope in today's video you have learned about the what is the function of council, what are the category of council, what is the council, and what is the assembly, and what is the responsibility of assembly. In my upcoming video I will be explaining about the Maritime Safety Committee, MEPC, Legal Committee, and Technical Cooperation Committee, and Facilitation Committee, and also I will be explaining about the subcommittee. So please remain tuned to our channel, and please friend, please do subscribe and share, because it takes a lot of effort to make these videos. So please help us, and please help us to grow, because if you subscribe, then only we will get the encouragement to continue making our effort to provide knowledge to you. Thank you friend, have a good day.